All right, in this week's episode of the Military Tales, now when a president or a head of government is on an official tour of the country, they are honored with a 21-gun salute, which is customary in many jurisdictions around the world. In Kenya, that important exercise is only carried out by the Kenya Navy. Warrant Officer 1, retired Atanas Nyairo, served the Navy for 32 years and was one of the officers in charge of the Naval gun that is used during these salutations. Bentro Njue visited him in Mtongwe, Mombasa County, and filed the following report for this week's edition of Military Tales.
A 21-gun salute is the most commonly recognized of the customary gun salutes that are performed by the firing of cannon or artillery as a military honor. Firing cannons is a maritime tradition that dates back to the 14th century, and in Kenya, the Navy leads the country in this exercise.
The Indian Ocean. The Kenyan coastline stretches about 600 kilometers from the north coast to the south coast, and these territorial waters have to be guarded. And that is the work of our sea warriors, the Kenya Navy. We are actually en route to Mtongwe to meet one Kenya Navy veteran who braved the ocean currents and strong winds to defend our country.
Asante sana. Hapa naitwa Bububu. Sani Bububu. Karibu kwa nyumba ya hilo Rwanda Sakas 1. Asante sana. Thank you. Umefika chai? Tumefika. Chai. Karibu. Chai. Asante.
After we break bread, we have a sit down with him as he takes us through his early life and his journey as a seaman.
Kwa majina naitwa Atanas Nyairo Nyamboga. Nilisaliwa West Mugrango, Emira County, in 1962. I went in primary schools Munyaiguba. Nilimaliza now nikiwa standard 7. I joined immediately Kimalisa 7. I also joined the secondary, which is opposite. So Nkamalisa Form 4, 1980. So Nka joined 84. Nilijoin Kenya Defense Forces. Wakati tulimaliza recruitment, sikujua kwamba there was a Navy. I only knew there was an Army. So kufika pale watusomea kwamba sasa hii ni Navy, hii ni Army, hii ni Air Force. So nikapata niko kwa Navy. Ndio nikaingia tukaenda college FTC Nakuru. In fact 84 ndio we are the last people kufanya course na Ranet. When we came to Mombasa, tukaanza course 4 weeks. Naanza course ndio uchagulie kuingia. Which section do you prefer to be? So tukafanya course ya 4 weeks. Ndio mimi nikachaguliwa kwa technician, armament technician.
Tupatie majukumu ya armament technician ili watazamaji waweze kuelewa swali.
Yeah, armament tech ni watu wanadili na weapons. These are big guns like boffer gun, Oricon, twin barrel, all types of weapon on board. Na ndio watu armament they are dealing with it. Hao ndio technicians. So we tukamaliza for 3 years kusoma kwa shule.
As an armament technician and young soldier, he had his first dive in the rough seas after training.
Tukimaliza, when you go on, you have to go on board because hizi bunduki zote ziko on board. We have those ships. Tunaenda for testing. Tunaenda bahari kutesti bunduki.
Roger, I now have the gun control.
Bunduki ikiwa iko na shida, wanaenda workshop. We have a workshop which is near the ship.
In 1998, he was promoted to a sergeant and also became an instructor in the naval school.
Tupatie hiyo safari ya kuwa mwalimu.
So when I joined nikapata sergeant, I went to Naval training school. Kafunda for 16 years. So nikiwa hapo Naval training school nilipata senior sergeant, na the same hapo nilipata warrant officer class 2. Yeah, so nilifundisha for 16 years. Nilikuwa nafundisha mambo ya weapon, mambo ya we have so many types of weapons. Tuko na G3, tuko na RMG. But now me kuna fundisha Oricon. Oricon this is squeeze is not to make because the exam. I was promoted to warrant of class 2 within 13 years, which is not easy.
Nyairo was among officers selected for a national arms marking exercise in 2011.
I went to DOD to cancel mambo ya arms marking. This arms marking ni one way to know every weapon. Kama ni ya Kenya Navy, Kenya Air Force, Kenya Army, Kenya Police, AP, at any given time ikipatikana, it will be known this one in ya Kenya Navy.
He would later on join the Naval saluting gun team, and he explains when the saluting gun is used.
Niliingia mambo ya saluting gun. Saluting gun is the only saluting gun in the KDF, iko Navy. So at any given time, any president incoming, we have to give him a honor ya 21 gun salute. Na gun salute inafanya vitu vitatu. One, when any new president comes in, tunafanya 21. Ya pili, the president akifa, we have to do that one. Again, when the inauguration in a ceremony, we also do that. Yeah. Now, not only the president, at the CDF, backup brigadier, wanafanyia 21 gun salute. In fact, ndio tunaendelea, then mpaka saa hii iko Nairobi. Tulitoa hapa Mombasa, tukapeleka Nairobi because Nairobi ndio function iko. And wana match peke yao. Ndio this gun ilitoka Platain. It is a Platain na ilikuwa on board. Inakuwa mounted on board. So wakati ilikuwa hivyo, because it's a ceremony, wakaona it's a good thing because ni kitu mzuri, kwa sababu ukipigiwa naona kama ni kama yule wakati wanaenda bario, so nasikia 21 gani sasa inapigwa. So wakaona the best way wacha tuipeleke Nairobi kwa sababu ni karibu. In fact, it's a time the watu wa army walikuwa wanataka kuichukua, but then Mwatete was then CDF. Akasema no, akaitetea, akasema this is a naval gun, paki huko. So it's only the Navy. Ndio naona watu wanafanya hiyo Navy.
As one of the soldiers tasked with manning the gun, he had an opportunity to travel to South Sudan for the inauguration of President Salva Kiir.
For this gun, kuwapakia Salva Kiir, wakati ilikuwa inauguration, sisi tulienda kumfanyia hiyo ceremony. So we went for just one, it was about 2 months. No. Because tulienda kufanyia exercise, na tulikuwa kikosi king from the Navy, from the Army. We go, those people, they had no know-how, but ready, everything, even mambo ya escort and whatever, walikuwa trained. So nilienda huko, tukafanya hiyo shughuli for 1-2 months, then we came back.
As a sea officer, Nyairo had one brush with death during one of his guard duties in a warship.
There's a time when I was a senior private, in Kichunga, nkaenda on board. Ilikuwa usiku saa 8. So mtu amekuja kunilive, kusuka kutoka pale chini mpaka juu, kama ile mtu juu iko ngazi na niko na bunduki. It happened nimetresa. Nilikuwa niingie katikati ya pontoon, tulikuwa pontoon.